Here, I want to explain about pragmatics. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Itaisha. I'm from class B. Pragmatics is how you use language or how you explain about something. In pragmatics, any context divided by two. The first is context and the second is physical. The context is about language and the physical is about physics. In language and physics here is meaning. Go down to Dexis. We must know about Dexis so that we will know about meaning, intended meaning and invisible meaning. And in Dexis divided by three. The first is person, the second is spatial, and the third is temporal. And the person is about subject, and the spatial is about location, and in temporal is about time. I will give you example for Dexis. On my paper, we are learning about linguistics in STK IP now. So we here is person and spatial here is in STK IP, and for temporal is now, like this. We person STK IP is spatial and now is temporal, like that. And after that, in pragmatics, any reference is identifying something. In reference divided by three. The first is inference, and the second is anaphora, and the third is presupposition, and the third is presupposition. The first is inference. Inference is things to people to things, or things to people. And the anaphora is antecedents, or in Indonesian is turunan. Anaphora is turunan. And in presupposition is what you think is correct. I will give you some example for anaphora because I think anaphora difficult, I think, and I have some example on my paper. Wait a moment. Like this. Mr. Kram is explaining about linguistics in class B. He explained it very gravely. Here, anaphora here is he and it, because he turunan of Mr. Kram and it turunan of explaining, like that. Mr. Kram of he of Mr. Kram and it of explaining, like that. And after that, in pragmatics, any speech age. In speech age, divided by two. The first is direct and the second is indirect. I will give you some example of direct. Example of direct like, Isa, open the door please because today is so hot. For indirect, like, oh, this time so cold outside, like that. I would I would I would give I want some person to close the door because that time so cold. And in pragmatics, any politeness, impoliteness, any positive face and negative face, but negative face here not bad, just simply like just opposite of positive face. Negative face here is need to be independent and free from imposition, and positive face here is need to be connected, to belong, to be a member of some group, like that. That's all for me about my explanation about pragmatics, and I'm sorry for our mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Come back here with me. My name is Itaisha, and now I will explain about verb formation. Verb formation is the process of formulating words. In word formation, any coinage, borrowing, compounding, blending, clipping, conversion, acronyms, and derivation. In coinage is the process of good mark famous, for example, by Klein, Pepsodent, or Aqua, and anything else. And in borrowing is the process of is loan words, for example, like in Arabic, any some words like qabiltu nikaha, and in Indonesian, any two like menikah, and that's the two words that's the same. And after that, any compounding. Compounding is the process combining two words into one meaning. In compounding, for example, for compounding like chapchin. Chapchin is for two combining of two words. Of chap is cappuccino and chin is cincau. And after that, any blending. Blending is the process by combining two or more words by eliminating. For example, like brunch. Brunch is a new word of breakfast and lunch. And after that, any clipping. Clipping is the process by cutting parts of the words or some words. For example, like gasoline become gas. And after that, any conversion. Conversion is the process by changing the word without change the shape. For example, like empty the box. And after that, any acronyms. Acronyms is the process by taking from the first letter of each syllable. For example, like PLTA. PLTA is pembangkit listrik tenaga air. And after that, any derivation. In derivation is the process by giving a fix. For example, like happy to unhappy and like that, any unless and anything else. So I think that's all for my explanation, and thanks for your watching, and I'm sorry for our mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.